Hello everyone, and welcome back to another unit comparison. We had a really long episode yesterday talking about shock infantry, but it is a really crucial and kind of difficult topic. Today we have one that might be a little bit more clear-cut, and that is your elite special forces options for Commonwealth, namely SAS, SASR, and Royal Marines, both regular and 90. So, Quicksilver, which one of these is your pick and why?
So it will always be SAS, and usually I take them into the Lynx AH7. Like the combo is absolutely brutal. It's not to say that the SASR and the Royal Marines are necessarily bad. It's just the SAS overshadow them with the Stinger. The Stinger makes it all. You've got plenty of anti-infantry troops, fire support vehicles, tanks. You don't need elites to grind down infantry. So having the SAS with the AT4 20 rounds per minute, 19 AP, and the Stinger being able to drop them into the back lines can make or break a game sometimes.
And honestly, I mean, so I don't play a lot of Commonwealth, but I do play a lot of South Africa, and something I love doing with SASF 90, which have the same, I think, Stinger, or similar, yeah, I think it is a Stinger. You put them in the front lines, and people whose gut response to pushes is to buy a helicopter, the helicopter dies. Right, and it's just,
Yes.
it's a beautiful thing to watch. So this, it seems like a really powerful option. I guess I just do want to ask you about the AT4, because SASR might have the Carl Gustav M3, but Royal Marines 90 carry that Law 80 again, so this seems sort of like a good option. Is it just that it doesn't fit in, or what's the deal?
Like if you're running either Ricardo Fusiliers or Gurkhas 90, you really don't really need a elite squad with the Law 80.
Even though it
Like
has the mini-me?
even though it has the mini-me, you just have enough infantry shredding power in other aspects of the deck. The SAS being able to sprinkle them across the front line, just the amount of value you can get by one SAS just overshadows every other elite infantry.
Gotcha.
It's
Now,
why
I
it's why
do...
like Erico and SAS F90 in South Africa are always present in the decks.
Makes a lot of sense. I do want to ask you just one more question, actually two more questions about this real quick. First off, should these guys ever be fighting infantry, and if so, what sort of situations? And then second, what veterancy, 9 or 7? Or actually, was I even looking? Yeah, oh, 7 or 4 in the Lynx Age 7?
So I go for 7. You're already getting the veterancy of elite units, so you really don't want more. Like you will get up to elite by a few helo snipes, a couple of ASF kills here and there. Like the other point of bringing the Lynx AH7 is because it's an elite unit, the veterancy also scales to the vehicle, so you're going to get a veteran AH7, and those rocket pods can do you dirty.
Now, it does seem like those, I mean, it's a 35-point helicopter, which is comparatively cheap for helicopters. But if we're looking at, upvetting units on the fly, the SAS, if they're killing a helicopter, will almost certainly upvet in one kill, because I mean, it's rare that it's going to be cheaper than 30 points. I suppose there's some Red 4 that are 25 points, but if you kill anything high value, that's going to be worth the veterancy. But the Lynx AH7, it looks like it needs 2 kills on a usual sort of 15 to 25 point infantry to get that next level of veterancy. I don't know if that matters all that much, though.
I wouldn't say it matters too much. In some cases, the inaccuracy can even help the snibs, to be honest. But your main focus would be the SAS. Also, quick little tip for those newer players: if you drop a card of SAS near their air spawn, it will detect any airplanes in. Turn the stinger off.
Well, that's a Moto playstyle, to be sure. Get SAS around the back. Just to clarify, because apparently we are doing quick and dirty evil tips here, what he means by that is to go fully around their home zone and into the air reinforcement line. And they'll just fire directly upwards with the stingers. It's brutal. It's been done to me. Somebody once took 4 of these and put them directly behind it, and I was just, man, I was a little chagrined. Now, I think I know your answer here, but you do have 2 cards possible with SAS. I would only ever suggest taking 1, because, I mean, if we're looking at this, we have militia, we have lines, we have shocks, we have probably something anti-tank, and then SAS for your 5th choice, and a general deck. Is that sort of how you should think about it?
Yeah, so in a general take, I'd only ever take one. But if you're playing like Commonwealth Moto, which is a very fun deck, one of my favorites, I run two cards in there, and I don't take a man pad. I
Gotcha.
use the SAS as my man pads.
Well, makes a lot of sense. That's going to be our unit comparison for today. SAS clear winner of the Elite Special Forces of the Commonwealth Coalition.